Hey everybody, Matthew Armstrong here on day 69 of this 100-day Financial Freedom Challenge. And somebody asked me, how long do you spend preparing before you're making each one of your videos? You know, how many hours or how long do you do that for? And the answer is less than 90 seconds. Generally I spend less than 90 seconds preparing for each of these videos. And I'm able to do that because I actually I have an understanding of what I'm talking about. It's not that I have to go away and read a book and then talk about it, or write everything down. These are all things that I've learned through reading numerous books, going to seminars, workshops, and just my life experience that I'm just taking, and I'm just connecting with my own conscious mind, which is said to be 30,000 times more powerful than the conscious mind, and I trust in that. And I trust in divine wisdom, and I ask that to channel through me, and that's really how I do it. And quite often I just come up with one concept. I'll ask a question like, I'll just say, dear unconscious mind, dear higher self, what is the highest value thing I can talk about in today's video? What's going to give the folks watching this video the most transformational experience? What can I talk about today? And then I just wait for something to come, and something comes up, and then I talk about that. Often. Sometimes I'm in a bit more of a stuck state and a bit more closed, and it takes a little bit longer. But often, like less than 90 seconds, one concept will appear, and then I'll just talk about it. And for me, I like doing that because it's challenging for me. It gets me to be spontaneous. It gets me to be on the spot. And that I'm not just like a recorder, wah 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 wah. I'm just being myself, just talking and just transmitting the highest possible information I can to enable you to transform your financial future and your life in general, actually. So what I wanted to talk about today was the difference in thinking of poor people, middle class, and the rich, and those are just like ideas. Poor people, middle class, rich. There's ideas. There's no judgment of any of those, by the way. It's really just how we think, and we can choose to be in any one of those categories by choosing to educate ourselves and think in a certain way. And for me, to me, it seems to be much more favourable to be in the category of the rich than anything else. That's what makes the most sense to me. That's where I choose to be. And if you're watching these videos, then you choose to be there too, or else why would you be watching these videos, right? So here's an interesting thing, and I read this from Robert Kiyosaki. He says if you give $10,000 to a poor person, middle class, and rich. Yes, you give $10,000 to a group of poor people, group of middle class, group of rich people, 100 people, let's say. What's going to happen? And this is a study they've obviously done at some stage. So after 1 year, 80% of the people have zero. So this is money that they don't need. They've already got the money that they need to live that year. This is extra money that they get given. So they've been given $10,000 each. After a year, 80% have a big fat zero left of that. 16% have roughly $10,600 because they've thought, well, I'll do the sensible thing. I'll go and stick it in a savings account in the bank. And that's how the middle class sort of think. They stick things in savings accounts in banks, and that's what it doesn't really work, right? So you get like a very small return on that after a year. What's it gone up? The rate of inflation, maybe, and then 4% have turned that into at least 20,000 to 1 million plus. 4% has been able to take that $10,000 and turn it into $20,000 to 1 million plus. So there's the statistics. Where would you like to be? Where would you like to be, in the 80%, 16%, or the 4%? That's where I want to be. That's where I choose to be, and that is the That's the thinking. You need to think a certain way. To achieve this result, you need to think in a certain way. To achieve this result, you need to think in a certain way. To achieve this result, you need to think in a certain way. These three groups of people are all thinking very differently. This group of people have similar thinking. This group of people have similar thinking. This group of people have similar thinking. All three are thinking differently. It comes from our thinking, folks. It comes from wealth is the way we think. The class system is the way we think in this modern age. I know years ago it was different, but in this modern age, it is the way we think which makes us either poor, middle class, or rich, and we can choose any time right now to be in any one of those categories, because now information is freely shared around the world. There are no secrets anymore. There really are no secrets anymore. It's all being passed out. It's a level playing field, and we choose to be where we choose to be, and you choose to be where you choose to be. Everyone is equal. Everything is equal. You know, there's no one better than anyone else. There's no one that has a bigger opportunity than you have right now to transform your life. And there's a second part of this where I'm going to show you exactly how the people think that are here, how the people think that are here, and how the people think that are here. I'm going to show you that in the next video. But for now, I want you to click on the link below, join our team, and start getting this 4%, and start creating that in your life right now by making that decision right now, clicking on the link, joining our team, and start becoming in this 4%. And in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how these people think. Okay, see you next time.